Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you might be able to see, am in the back of my van. I came to Buttermere last night to stay overnight, and then I'm going out for a sunrise hike on the Buttermere Edge, which is an amazing hike. I had actually wanted to camp last night, but I was kind of prepping to go, but then the weather forecast was that there was quite a front coming in where there would be gales potentially and heavy snow, so I thought probably best to be sensible and come out of my van instead, camp overnight here and then head up to the mountains for a hike this morning. So I've made my coffee. It looks like it's snowing though, so I don't know. I mean, the forecast said clear, so I'm not sure it's snowing, but we're going to head out and check out what it's like anyway. I'm hoping for a sunrise, but depending on the cloud, there might not be much of one. But it's a great hike anyway, and hopefully we'll get up there and see some views. So I'm going to eat my breakfast, have a bit of coffee, and then get going. So here's the route for you. Starting out from Buttermere, you walk past the pub and out by the end of the lake before heading up for over a mile, taking the steep and a bit of a slog steps up to Bleaberry Tarn. You then hike up the steep and scree final section to the summit of Red Pike. It's then a lovely hike up and down along the edge to High Stile, where you have 360 views across Buttermere and Crummock Water and across to Pillar, before carrying on to High Crag and then dropping down on a zigzaggy steep scree path to Seat. It's a steady downhill to a lovely path skirting the length of the lake and through a wood before retracing your steps back to the start. So I've set off now. I'm walking along a path next to Buttermere, and it looks like the stars are out now, so it's definitely got clearer and the snow has gone, which is good. I had actually a really cosy night in the van last night. It was freezing outside, but I was really cosy. Had my winter sleeping bag with me, an extra down blanket, so it's actually really nice. It has been cold getting ready this morning, which is partly why I definitely made my coffee to take with me. But it's been okay. My hands are cold now, so I'm just trying to move a bit faster now whilst it's flat to warm up a little bit. It's about just after 6 a.m. I think the hike up there takes up to Red Pike, which is the first one, takes about 2 hours or so. So I might make it for sunrise, might not, but the view up for sunrise should be nice too, hopefully. So wind-wise, it's a lot better than last night, I think. That's what the forecast said, that it's calming down a lot, especially as the morning progresses, which is another good thing. Makes it a little bit more warmer than it would be in the sort of more severe wind chill. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's such a great hike. I've done it a few times before, but I hope you enjoy it too. So there's not much to see at the moment because it is just me breathing my way heavily up some rocky steps here, which are quite steep. You get a nice little flat path to start off with to warm up a bit, but then it's quite a steep ascent up. So yeah, just tackling this, trying to get high as possible before the sun comes up. So I took off my down jacket because I was getting too warm hiking up, but I've just come to a slightly more exposed part and the wind's picked up, so it is a little bit chilly, so I might have to put on the down jacket again. But you can just see the light starting to come up towards Fleetwood Pike there. So hopefully we might get some nice light over that hill as we go up. And yeah, we're still going up quite steeply. There's a hiker just in front of me there on the hill with a head torch. It's beautiful in this bowl here. So this is where the Tarn is. But yeah, it's lovely, all the snow. So I better push on, try and get a bit higher for sunrise. Just past Bleaberry Tarn on the way up. It's pretty cold, but I'm trying not to put on my down jacket until I'm at the top so I don't get too warm and sweat. So I just put on an extra thin layer as well underneath this jacket, so I've got 3 thin layers on, which has helped. So if you see behind me, the light's starting to get nice. So I'm trying to do a bit of a push now, as you can hear, a little bit of a push now to get up to the top for sunrise. So we'll see where we get to. I don't need spikes yet, it's still alright, but I might need them a bit higher up, so we'll see. Right. Trying to get to the top. It is looking lovely. Grassmore in the snow over there. Wow. I'm breathing it out of my arse though. It's a steep one, this. You can see how Red Pike got its name. Look at that red glow. We're about to get up to the scree bit up there. You can just see, I think, let me zoom in. Just somebody up there ahead of me. Down jacket has gone. Just putting my spikes on because it's getting a bit icy and snowy. So this is going to be a bit easier now, I think. Even though it's cost me some time getting to the top before sunrise. Better to be safe, eh? Nice pink glow up there. And we've got to get up there. Ooh. This bit's a little climby. Glad I've got my spikes for this one. Wow, how beautiful. So as you might have seen, the sun has just risen up there behind High Stile, and I got my drone up because the wind had dropped in between Red Pike and High Stile. I'm not sure if my mic was on before, so I'm not sure if you've heard anything I've been saying properly. I'll have to see when I get back. But yeah, the wind has dropped here, just in this little slopey bit between Red Pike and High Stile. So I managed to get the drain out, but I am pretty cold now because I stood still for a bit. So my hands, just using the drone, gotten a bit cold, but they'll soon warm up once I'm moving properly again. But it was really gorgeous. I'm looking forward to getting in the sun now. Ow, the feeling is just coming back in my hand and hurting. Right, let me find the path. It's a bit trickier to find in the snow, but you can kind of make out little places like here where the rocks are, or where snow is settled in the dips of the paths. Right, just up there to High Stile now. Ah, the sun. Wow, isn't this beautiful? So this is High Stile. Oh, it's nice to be in the sun now. I can warm my lips up because they're really cold, so it's quite hard to talk. Right. Ah, that's so nice. Getting up here into the sun. Now, just walking towards High Crag along this kind of ridge. It's a beautiful morning. The wind isn't actually too high now. Like I said, they forecast it would drop throughout the morning. The sun is out, it's really clear, crisp, lots of snow. Yeah, amazing. The views up here are just amazing. I love this spot here. This is just off the top of High Stile. You can just see Buttermere peeking out there, Red Pike up here, and oh, I don't know if you can see that, but High Crag where we're heading. So we sort of head along the ridgeline here. But it's such a great view down here, especially because you get a view of Pillar, the face of Pillar. Let me zoom in a bit. Don't know how well the light's picking that out, but it's such a great view. Looking up the rock face up to the top there. There's a great high level route around there, which goes up Shamrock Traverse, I think it's called. Which yeah, I'd love to do again sometime and film it actually, because it's quite fun. But it just looks so mighty, Pillar, and big. I am dropping down now to the bit between High Stile and High Crag. It's generally not too windy, but then it picks up in places. But it is lovely. I just can't help stopping all the time for photos and videos and stuff. It's so gorgeous. It would be beautiful waking up this morning here, so on a camp. I've only seen that one other person so far. So that guy, I think he was ahead of me. but nobody else, which is just lovely. Look at the face here of High Stile in the sun. Looks good, doesn't it? Keep getting little peaks of Buttermere just down there in the gap, which looks really nice there. It looks quite still. There's a bit of a reflection going on. I do have some company now. Hi lads. Since there aren't many footprints to follow, you can actually see the sheep tracks here, where the sheep have come. Sensible to follow them for a bit, maybe. Or maybe not sensible, actually, considering they just go off the side of mountains a lot. Just can't get over this view down to Buttermere. It is stunning. Just love being out in this. So this is High Crag. So gorgeous. What's really great about this Buttermere Edge hike on a clear day is that you just get 360 views, like all the mountains practically. Yeah, you can even see like Red Pike over there. The Langdale's over there, Great Gable, like I said before, Helvellyn Range. You get such a good view of a lot of the hills in the Lake District. So this is the kind of perfect day to do it, when it's clear, blue sky, bit of snow about. Oh, so lovely. Right, I'm going to drop out of the wind and I think get a snack out, because I had those overnight oats things from Marks and Spencer's. They're like apple crumble overnight oats. Had them for breakfast this morning, and actually I've never had them before I hiked before, and they're really good. Like, they taste really good, and then they've kept me full for quite a while actually. I think they've got quite a bit of protein in them, which is good. So they were really good, but I'm getting a bit peckish now, so I think I need a bit of energy to get down here. So yeah, I think I'll have some biscuits. Oh. And it's just out of the wind now. We've dropped over the top of High Crag. I'll show you just down here. So this is where we're heading. Down to Seat, I think it's called, which isn't a Wainwright, but is between here and Haystacks. But just in that sort of bit between Seat and Haystacks, I'll drop down back to Buttermere. I can just see two people coming up now, up this sort of steep bit up to High Crag. Don't know if you're able to see them down there. It's so funny pointing with mittens on, you can't really point, so a bit pointless. This bit is pretty steep and also pretty icy, but my spikes are doing wonders for it. Apart from the fact they get like snow trapped in them a little bit. So I'm actually getting quite warm now, but I am wearing all the layers. But we're protected from the wind in this little bit. But we are going down there into the shade, so I might see how it goes when I get down there because it's going to be a lot colder. High Crag looks huge from this angle. I don't know if it does on the camera, but it looks big. I'm just heading up Seat now. Get a great view of haystacks here. Just looking all dark and foreboding there and lumpy. Just met a guy heading up High Crag, and he told me he'd stayed in Dub's Hut last night, which is actually just over there, actually under Red Pike. And he said there were about 15 people, 15 lads in there last night, which, wow, that would be some experience. He said it was really good, but yeah, I kind of wonder if the bothies are busy around this time, but yeah, they're going to be, aren't they? Because it's lovely weather today at least, and it's the weekend, so quite fancy staying in a bothy at some point. But maybe I just prefer camping outside instead, actually. So you don't have to contend with a lot of people in a small space like that. But it does help, I suppose, in weather like yesterday, when I didn't camp because of the weather. I've just been sat here for a little bit, enjoying the view. It's so nice, and actually really warm in the sun. So I'm kind of delaying actually going down here into the shade again and being cold. But it's just so lovely up here. I was actually considering whether I should extend the hike and go up haystacks just there, because it's such a nice day. But I kind of think I need to be slightly careful on my knee and with my injuries that I've got going on at the moment. I think I spoke about them in my last video about on the Cat Bells hike. But yeah, I've had a couple of problems, and my knee is okay. It doesn't sort of hurt too much, but it's kind of grinding on the way up. So I think maybe I've had a very good time so far, so I should sort of quit whilst I'm ahead in that sense and not do any damage. Just sit here a bit longer and enjoy this. Doesn't get much better. Light on haystacks there, looks amazing. Oh, it is cold when you get in the shade though. Okay, it's time to take the spikes off, because the path has got quite non-icy now, so I don't want to ruin them. Can't get up now. Oh, okay, up. I'm also getting a bit too warm. It is pretty lovely in the sun. Kind of don't want to take anything off because I'm about to go into the shade down there, but might try without the down jacket for a bit. Okay, let's try that. I'm probably going to regret this in about 5 minutes, but there we go. Okay. So I've just come down Scarth Gap Pass, which is the bit between haystacks and Seat. And now we're heading down, sadly. I don't want to go. But needs must, I suppose. Also want to be back for the football later because my team are playing. This might put some of you off, but my team is Arsenal, so it's quite a big game. We're playing Chelsea. And don't unsubscribe because of that, please. Yeah, so I think it's sensible. I don't know what my hand's doing there. So I think it's sensible to head down. Like I said, quit while I'm ahead. My knee feels pretty good, apart from the grinding sound. Like I said, that happens on the uphills. And now I've taken off my micro spikes and my down jacket. Feel a bit more free to move quickly, which is quite nice. It is definitely a lot colder in the shade though. Almost. Don't go too quickly. Seems like the snow line is rising a bit. I'll have to check back my footage to see, but looks like it's melting a bit. What a nice walk. Although I am quite looking forward to another coffee. I bought myself, I'm quite a coffee snob, and I bought myself a coffee machine and a grinder recently so that I can make my own oat flat whites, which is what I like to order when I go out to a coffee shop. So I can make my own oat flat whites at home to stop me spending a fortune in coffee shops, because that's what I do. And it's been a work in progress so far in trying to pour like the latte art, the milk foam art on top, and firstly to get the milk foaming right, and then to get it poured on top. In fact, I'll show you some examples now of some quite terrible attempts that have been going on. And this is my latest, so look, there is a leaf there. It is improving. But yeah, I've still got a long way to go. It tastes pretty good though, so I think I'm getting the taste there. It's more just how it looks. And also, it seems to lose heat quite quickly. Not like in a coffee shop. I suppose they've got way better machines than I have, but yeah, just trying to play with various things to make sure I get a hot oat flat white. But I'm looking forward to going home and getting that. Might have a bacon sandwich too. Oh, that sounds good actually. I don't want to leave though. Like when I'm on the descent or way down any hike, I'm kind of like, yeah, now I've done it almost. So I need to get back to the car. Looking forward to that. But actually, it's just so lovely. I just want to stay out here. Look at the light coming over haystacks and beaming down into the valley there. Oh. Right, this is definitely making me want to camp as well, so I need to camp soon. The reflection on Buttermere today is so nice. It looks like the lake is really still. You can just sort of see it there. Might actually be really nice when we get down to the water edge. Might be able to see a little bit more, which would be good. Look at this reflection. I thought it would be good, but that is just so crystal clear. Wow. I've just come down off the path slightly to show you the reflection of Red Pike on the water there. It's great, isn't it? And then all around. Amazing. Right, I suppose I have to climb back up to the path now. So I'm just walking back by Buttermere through the woods, and there's not that much distance left to go really. We get to the end of the lake and then meet up with where we joined it, and it's just back to the car park. What a hike this was. I love the snow. I think I've said this loads of times to you, but I love winter, love the snow, love the cold. And a day like this, which is blue sky, cold but not too cold, it's just so nice. And I do love that hike. It's a really, really good one to try out. Like quite a big one, quite steep at times, rocky, but really good fun. But yeah, like I said, there isn't much more to go now, just towards the end of the lake and round back to the car park. So I think I'll say goodbye now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As ever, if you liked it, please like it and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next time. Bye.